What's up? This is Heidi, and yeah. Today I want to talk about, feeling left out because, everything in this world is geared towards sex. Movies, books, television, commercials, everything, and it's kind of insane. So how do I react to that? Interestingly, there are times where I might feel left out, but a lot of the times I get the joke. I understand, the sexual humor. There are two times in particular that really stick out with me as kind of feeling isolated, I guess, when it comes to media and sexuality and overt sexual stuff. So, story time! It's been a while. My senior year of high school, I didn't go to the senior prom. No regrets at all. But as a post-senior prom celebration thing, my sister and her friends, and my friends sort of, decided to pick me up in the limo, which was awkward because everyone was in their prom dresses and their tuxedos and I was in my PJs. Whatever. We ended up going to one of my friends' houses and we had a movie marathon. And what did we marathon? Well, Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle and Zoolander. If you haven't seen those movies and you don't like sexually gratuitous movies, don't see those movies. I didn't really like either of those movies, and I think I told people that, which got me very weird looks. A lot of weird looks, actually, and it was awkward because I didn't know that I was ace at that time. I couldn't explain, that it was awkward because I didn't have that experience. I didn't have this whole adoration of sexual gratuitousness and sexual humor at that point. I was kind of a prude. But yeah, it was awkward and kind of lonely. There was another time, one Halloween, where I was invited to another movie marathon. Organize your own movie marathons. It was, I don't know why they thought it was appropriate for Halloween, but for some reason they decided to watch a shit ton of Austin Powers movies. Yeah, I sat outside the whole time. Outside of the room, because I was just like, what the hell? I was, some age in the double digits, and all the people who were watching it were 13, so they shouldn't have been watching it in the first place, and I was, the only person who was old enough to watch them, and I was not watching it because it was just over the top ridiculous. What does it say about me? I don't know, but I just didn't enjoy the movies at all. Too much weird random sex, pointless sex, I guess. And yeah, there have been some embarrassing times where I've rented a movie and the people at the store didn't check to make sure I was old enough to rent that movie, and I ended up watching it and being horribly, horribly scarred for life. For instance, when I was 13, walked into the video store, rented Devil Hunter Yoko, which was rated X, a small little bottom thingy, and the guy let me go through because, of course, it was a cartoon, and back when I was in middle school, I guess, no one looked twice at those things. People know now not to let kids walk out with cartoons without checking the rating. Thank goodness. Granted, a lot of these examples are from when I was much younger, and now that I'm older, I kind of have become desensitized, I suppose. Still, I'd much rather watch a comedy, action-adventure than some heavy romance with sex, and given the choice between the two of them. So do I feel kind of isolated? Sure. But is it a big deal? Not really. Because there are so many other things that I feel isolated about. I don't drink alcohol, and so when my friends talk about drinking alcohol, I have nothing to contribute. I hate cars, and I hate driving, and I can't drive, so when all my friends talk about driving and all that crap, I just kind of, sit out. To me, it's just really one more thing that I can't relate to people on. And there are so many other things that, I can't relate to people about. But, that's why I just find something else to talk about. For example, this was an interesting conversation starter. And in the end, it doesn't really matter if my friends decide to, keep talking about sex, nothing but it. I kind of will start wondering if they're sex addicts. And usually that doesn't happen, so I think I'm fine, in all honesty. See you next week.